Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Mystery Ranch District 24 pack, which is a really versatile kind of all-purpose bag. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience testing it. I'll show you how I've loaded it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how it compares to some of the other similar bags that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. Mystery Ranch's bags can sometimes have a little bit more of a tactical or functional vibe. I think this offers a pretty nice sort of blend where you can tell that it's still a functional bag. It has pockets and zippers. It's not the most minimal bag, but it's still subtle enough that it's going to blend in well into a variety of environments. It's something that I could see myself, taking around campus, bringing into the office, exploring a city, or taking into the outdoors. As far as the materials, the bag feels very solidly built. On the exterior, you have a 420D recycled nylon that feels like it's going to hold up well to rougher usage and also offer a decent amount of weather resistance. And then you have some nice YKK zippers all throughout. Continuing along the outside of the bag, I was very happy to see that you have two external water bottle pockets, one on each side, which isn't something that's super common on Mystery Ranch's bags, so a nice addition here. The pocket was able to hold the same 20-ounce water bottle that you've seen in a lot of my other daily bag videos, so it fit in there pretty easily. It's not the deepest compartment, so if you have something taller, you might have to worry about it potentially kind of slipping out, but you have some nice elasticity in this pocket. It's a pretty durable material, so it doesn't feel like it's going to tear or anything like that. It comes out if you want to place something a little bit thicker, and then I like that they don't really stick out too much when they're not in use. At the top of the bag, you have a nice carrying handle. This feels pretty rugged. I like that it comes up enough that it's easy to grab the handle when needed, but it doesn't stick up awkwardly. It's not super padded, it's a little bit thinner, but it is a durable material that doesn't feel like it's gonna tear or dig into your hands too badly when the bag is a little bit more packed out. And then while we're talking about the outside, I was very impressed with how well this bag is able to stand up on its own. This is another characteristic that is not always present in some of Mystery Ranch's bags due to the shapes that their bags tend to have. But this one, as it's been loaded out, has actually been quite stable, which is a really nice feature for placing this down next to me at a coffee shop or where I'm working, being able to reach all the pockets. So really nice to see kind of the flat and stable bottom that this has, particularly when you have the weight distributed evenly throughout the bag. Moving into the capacity, the bag comes in at about 24 liters, which is a really nice daily bag size in my opinion. It's a versatile size that's gonna give you enough extra capacity even if you have maybe a longer day or if you're carrying some larger items, but it's not overwhelmingly big for a daily bag. And I like that even when the bag is a little bit more packed out, it never really stuck out too much or became super bulky, which made it easy to navigate crowded areas, jump onto public transit, and carry on to pretty much any domestic or international airline. Taking a look at the straps on the back paneling, so far the bag has been really comfortable to wear. I like how the straps have been implemented here, pretty similar to other bags that we've seen from Mystery Ranch in the past, so there's plenty of padding. It's really soft and comfortable right out of the box. On the inside you have a breathable sort of mesh to help prevent moisture from building up, and these straps also have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders when it's a little bit more packed out. At the top, you also have some load lifters, which are going to allow you to pull the weight of the bag closer to you and also just kind of adjust how the bag sits on your shoulders. So you have the load lifters, and then you have the ability to adjust those on the straps themselves. So that's one of the great things about Mystery Ranch harnesses is the amount of sort of control that they give you over the straps. And then you also have an adjustable and removable sternum strap to help distribute the weight. Moving into the back paneling, this has also felt pretty comfortable. You have a similar padding to what we saw on the straps that's well distributed throughout the back. The mesh fabric also provides a nice amount of breathability. I would have, however, liked to have seen maybe some air channels here to provide you with some additional ventilation and airflow while walking around throughout the day. Jumping into the organizational options, the bag has a nice variety of pockets all throughout. Starting off at the top, you have an excellent quick access pocket, which is very easy to reach when you have the bag sitting down next to you. This is also my preferred spot for tossing in all my kind of pocket items when I'm going through TSA. Nice amount of volume in this compartment, even for some bulkier accessories. Currently what I have here is my sunglasses with their case. And then I have my Apple AirPods. I have a lightning cable and brick to charge my phone. And then there's also a lanyard in this pocket with a really nice carabiner that's going to be a good spot for something like your keys or a multi-tool. Below that, there's a pretty interesting larger compartment on the front, and so this has this Velcro flap that allows you to access this compartment from the top if there's something that you want to grab quickly. But I really like that it also has the ability to open up wider with the zipper along the side, so it has this snap closure and then the zipper itself that gives you more visibility into this compartment, so you can see it goes all the way down. I really like the bright lining that's all throughout the bag as well. Some nice contrast to make it easier to grab whatever you need. With the zipper that's included here, you could, unzip this while swinging the bag around to grab something, or again from the top. And just a nice sort of larger compartment. I like the flexibility that these type of pockets provide for bulkier items. So what I currently have in here is my AirPods Max, which have been some over-ear headphones that I've been using recently. And then I have a GoPro. I have a notebook that I like to carry with me. And then just sitting here down near the bottom, I also have a Tom Bihn Ghostwheel pouch with some smaller kind of tech and EDC items. And then in this compartment, you also have some simple organization to just make it a little bit easier to grab certain items. So you have this larger slip pocket here on the bottom, which is going to be a good spot for bulkier kind of chargers, or even some pouches if you want to store that. Currently what I have in here is a cable and charger for my new MacBook Air. So I really like how compact and easy that was to store in this compartment, but plenty of leftover space. So I really like the size of that one. And then at the top, you have some smaller slip pockets, which are going to be good for accessories that you don't want floating down in the bottom that you might need to grab a little bit more quickly. So these don't have any sort of elasticity, a pretty fixed volume, but they're fairly tall. What I have in this one here on the left is the Peak Design mobile tripod that I've been carrying around recently. And then I also have a flashlight. Moving into the main compartment, the bag does have a full clamshell style opening, so the zippers go all the way down. The layout here is pretty interesting. There's an adjustable divider that you can use to separate the main compartment into a few different sections. So if you prefer to have some additional organization for the items in the compartment, this is a pretty unique feature. This divider is pretty rigid. And you can have this sort of front section here, which I didn't use too much because that does start to share some volume with the front quick access pocket. So you kind of have to think about how you want to lay everything out. But when you have it divided this way, there is still some space all the way down towards the bottom if you want to place a smaller pouch, a jacket or something. And then the divider also has a few slip pockets to just give you some more organization for these smaller items that you don't want falling down into the main area. And so there's a nice amount of space in these slip pockets. They're a little bit larger and deeper, so you do have some flexibility with what you can store here. In this one, I actually store 2 items. I have a wireless power bank, and then I also have my mouse. And then in the one next to that, similar sort of size and space, so I stored a little tin with some Band-Aids and ointment, and then I also have a deck of playing cards. And then with the divider attached, you still have a pretty large sort of separate main area here that's going to be able to handle some bulkier items. So for me, with the modular style of packing that I use, this is great. I was able to toss in a few different sort of pouches and accessories. Starting off at the top, I have the Bellroy Tech Kit, which I've been testing out a lot recently. It's a pretty nice minimal protective case for my accessories. And then I have a packable rain jacket that I like to have with me. I have my DJI Mavic Mini with its hard shell case. And then I have the Evergood Civic Access pouch at the bottom. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside and the divider. You can see that it has these walls that come up at the side, which is what prevents the bag from opening up fully clamshell. This may be a really nice feature when you're standing the bag up, so you can reach in and not have to worry about everything spilling out accidentally. However, this might not be for everybody. There are people who are going to prefer just having the full clamshell style opening. And so you have these snaps and then Velcro along the side, which you can remove, and then you can actually open this up fully flat. So I really like the flexibility that this provides. This is a little different from the Yeti Crossroads that we looked at, which had sort of these similar style dividers, but you couldn't actually remove those. So you were forced to kind of use the bag in the way that the company had designed, versus this one where you can, kind of have that feature, but then fully remove it, open it up. You can just kind of hide this away and leave it out of the way. And then this actually works quite well as a minimal travel bag if you wanted to toss in a packing cube, a dot kit, maybe an extra pair of shoes, and use this for a weekend trip. On the back of the compartment, you have a pretty simple slip pocket that's going to be a good spot for something a little taller, such as a tablet, which is what I currently have here. I have my iPad mini, but you could probably fit a full-size 10 or 11-inch tablet, or maybe a notebook. This isn't a padded sleeve. It's a pretty thin, simple slip pocket, but still nice to have a dedicated area to be able to easily find it. And then behind that, you have a padded laptop sleeve that is also pulled up off the bottom of the ground, so when you place your bag down a little bit harder, you don't have to worry about your laptop getting damaged. And you have plenty of space here. It's going to be able to hold up to a 15 or 16-inch laptop comfortably. Currently what I have is a 13-inch MacBook Air. You can see how much leftover space there is there. So pulling my device out, now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. No sort of fleece lining or anything like that, but it does come up a decent amount, so if you happen to have a thicker device or you want to use a case with your laptop, it should be able to fit in there comfortably. But with the amount of padding that's offered here and the fact that it's suspended off the bottom of the ground, it really feels like my device is going to be well protected while I'm running around throughout the day. And I just really love the space and layout of the main area, the flexibility that it provides, and then just the organization that's included all throughout the bag. Everything is very well thought out, and if you're looking for a versatile, durable, and comfortable bag that's going to offer plenty of space for all of your stuff, that's going to be a great option to take a look at. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the District 24 pack over the past couple of weeks. You can currently purchase this on the company's site or on REI for about $165, which to me feels like a pretty reasonable price considering the features and build quality that it has to offer, and it also compares well to other similar bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag that this made me think of is Mystery Ranch's Urban Assault 24, which has been one of my favorite EDC and kind of minimal travel bags of the past couple of years. That one has Mystery Ranch's kind of traditional tri-zip opening, so you can use it as a top loader. It has a zipper that goes down the middle so you can get to the bottom of the pack. Has external water bottle pockets, very comfortable harness system, well-padded laptop compartment. So a lot of the same benefits that you see in this bag here. It's not a clamshell style bag, which is probably one of the biggest differences. The aesthetic is also going to be a little different, and it doesn't have quite as many pockets as this bag here. So if you're looking for something with Mystery Ranch's durability and comfort that's going to give you plenty of space and maybe a little bit of a simpler layout, that's going to be a great option to take a look at. The next bag this made me think of is the 511 Rush 12, which is another really popular bag in the EDC community. Very ruggedly built, it has a ton of organizational options. It's also got more of a tactical vibe as it has webbing all around that you can customize with pouches and attach things with carabiners, so a lot of flexibility with that bag. It's not going to be quite as comfortable in my opinion as this bag here, and I also don't like the laptop compartment implementation as it can be a little bit tricky to get your device in and out, but it does have a padded and suspended laptop sleeve. And in general, if you're looking for a clamshell style bag that's going to have more of a tactical aesthetic and that's going to work well across a lot of different environments, and that's going to be a great option to consider. Another bag this made me think of is the Osprey Proxima, which is a really versatile bag that's going to be a little bit bigger than this, coming in at 30 liters. But it's going to be comfortable. It has a nice organizational layout. It's going to be good for students that have to carry bulkier books or just a ton of stuff for a longer day on campus. It also has a larger laptop compartment that's going to be able to handle a big kind of 16 or 17-inch laptop. And it has just kind of a similar vibe to me in my opinion. It doesn't feel maybe quite as rugged as the fabrics that are used here. But in general, a really solid, versatile bag, and if you're looking for something that kind of feels like this, it's going to be maybe a little bit bigger, that's going to be a good option to take a look at. And then the last option that I'll mention here, if you have a little bit of a higher budget, is the Air City Pack Pro, which is a really durable and versatile bag. It's going to have a little bit more of a minimal and kind of techie aesthetic, has a clamshell style opening, great organizational layout with lots of different pocketing, external water bottle pocket, luggage passed through a very comfortable harness system that's really breathable. So just, most of the features that you would want out of a really versatile bag. It comes in at 24 liters, so similar size to this. And it's just been one of the bags that I've really enjoyed using as of late. So if you're looking for something durable and sleek that's gonna, just be a little bit maybe more professional looking than something like this, that's gonna be a great option to consider. With that being said, the Mystery Ranch District 24 holds up really well against all those options, and if you're looking for a comfortable and durable bag that's going to offer plenty of space and organization for all of your essentials and come in at under $200, then this is going to be a fantastic option to take a look at. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you all think of the District 24 and how it compares to some of the other popular EDC backpacks that are currently on the market. And if there's any similar options that you think I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.